Todd Heitkamp, the owner of Dakota Angler, here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with this week's 2-minute fishing report. Well, folks, for once over the weekend, the weather did cooperate, allowed a lot of guys to hit the ice all across eastern South Dakota and the tri-state area. But honestly, the fish didn't necessarily cooperate. It really varied from day to day and also from location to location. But there were a few nice fish being caught around the area. And as far as the walleye is concerned, guys were catching some small walleye up at Bitter. Wabay's been doing a little bit better up there for the walleye as far as the quality is concerned. Lynn and Reed's doing okay up there. Also Clubhouse Slough, which is north of Fort Siston. Guys are catching some walleye up there using minnows. And then also Clark and Indian Springs, guys are catching some nice walleyes in those locations. Down the southeastern part of the state, Thompson, mainly the bites best at night for the walleyes. Also Sinai, Ponce kind of turned on over the weekend. Henry, and also Dry. Dry was kind of a tough bite throughout the weekend, but some guys did come away with a few nice walleyes. And then also Pelican. Again, the night bite is best, and then that night bite continues also at George and also Henry WPA. 81 Ponds also does fairly well. And then also Twin, the Trophy Lake north of Hartford. Guys are catching some walleyes there. And then also a few walleyes over the weekend were caught at Vermilion. What have they been using? Anything that rattles. The Rapple and Rip and Wrap and also the Buckshot Rattle Spoon, tipped with the middle head, seems to be doing the trick. Well, the weather definitely helped with perch fishing as well. There wasn't a lot of quantity as far as perch is concerned, but honestly, a lot of nice quality perch have been caught over the weekend. Some of those perch came out of Bitter. Some really nice 13 to 14 inch perch were caught over the weekend up at Bitter. Indian Springs, Ponce. Also Whitewood was doing fairly well for perch, but again, it depended on the day and depended on the location. A lot of guys were marking fish at Whitewood, but weren't getting them to bite, especially on Saturday. Guys were also catching them on Thompson. Also Big Stone continues to do well. 3-buck Slough continues to produce perch, but again, you have to sort quite a bit. And then also Oakwood, more of the same. And then as far as the crappie bite is concerned, guys are continuing to catch light biting crappie at Thompson as well as Reeds and then also pickerel. And what have guys been using? Any tungsten jig has worked really well, and also that's worked really well is tipping that tungsten jig with a Trigger X mustache worm. That has been really great this past weekend to catch those monster perch. Now it's time to take a look at a few photos from this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-minute fishing report, please send it to me. Send it to Todd@DakotaAngler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And if I use your photo, your name will be entered into a $25 gift certificate. One last thing before we end this week's version of the report is, folks, stop on by the store here at 1120 East Benson Road. Check out the new store if you haven't already, but also check out some of the remaining great deals that we have on some of the remaining shacks. We have a few otters, frables, and clams available. Stop on by and take a look at the great deals that can be had on the shacks, as well as electronics and remaining augers for this season. If you can't stop by the store, give us a call at 605-336-9132. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-minute fishing report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on. And again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.